Chat! Chat, 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 chat. Chat, 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 chat. Tell me, chat. Does anybody else have the same problem I do, where your body seems to take an inordinate amount of time to cool down after a workout? I could work out for 10 minutes. It will take 30 minutes for my body to get back to standard temperature. Like, even if I take a cold shower, I will get out of the shower, dry off, and begin to sweat. I put my shirt that I'm wearing, I've been walking around the house this entire time, prepping stuff and doing things with a shirt off, walking from fan to fan to maintain coolness like some type of video game character on a hot world where you have to run from shade to shade. I've been doing shit like that. Dude, don't you tell me how to check my own posture. I've been doing shit like that while I set up this stream. And now, while I did it, I took the shirt that I'm wearing and I put it in the freezer. I just don't get it. It drives me nuts. Because I get out of the shower, I'm like, now I'm clean. Except in the next 10 minutes, when I begin to sweat and I smell like ugly musk again. Yes, freezer shirt. And the coolness of the shirt lasted all of 10 seconds after I put it on. Just drives me nuts. And then you'd think that since every time I so much as slide in any direction of any type of physical activity, so God forbid I look at a treadmill, I begin to emulate myself from the internal side out. Why am I such a fat ass too? I don't get how I can heat up this much and burn so little. I don't get, because my body has to burn something. It has to consume something to generate the heat energy that I am feeling. What the hell is it cooking? Because it's not cooking the fat reserves. It's not. Yeah, it's cooking my anger. It's cooking my PTSD pills. That's what it's doing. Just nibbling away at my decaying brain tissue. You think I drink seltzers to get drunk? You're wrong! I drink seltzers because they stay cool longer after I take them out of the fridge. To generate chill in my body. Because I have no chill. Oh! Dude, I love Vegeta. Vegeta's the best character in Dragon Ball. I need to get... Oh, man, that's what I need to do. I need to go buy the rest of Super. I think I'm on season 9. I want to say. Like, I bought, at the time, up to, I think, season 9 had yet to come out on Blu-ray. And I have all of the Blu-rays up to that point of Super. And I haven't finished it. I haven't watched it outside of when I've got them. And when I got those things in the mail, dude, I binged the ever-loving hell out of it. I don't think I've spent more time on my couch that I don't own anymore than I did when I did that, because I just binged Dragon Ball Super for hours. I had the blanket, I was curled up, I was watching it, it just deep into the night, stayed up, said I don't need sleep, not when DBS is on, boyo. So yeah, I gotta finish that. You sit up. You've got worse posture than me and you know it. I've got the posture of a god. You know, slouched over, back pain from glaring down at my minions, my peons, subjects, worthless bodies to worship my essence. You think they'd all stand up proud and happy, but no, they gotta lean over that cloud all the time, looking down at their asshole little peons. You're like, are you praying to me yet, you jackass? Starting to sweat, and I need another sippy. I hate it. It's like my hair collects heat power and shoves it into my brain. I mean, it also doesn't help that I set up my stream in my home sauna. You know, I really shouldn't have done that, right? But the sauna gets the best internet access. Either tomorrow or on Friday, I will have my new portable AC unit, which will be going in this room over there in the corner next to the window. And while not running while streaming, it will be running ahead of the stream to cool down this tiny room into a freezer so that I may relax within my sanctum. And I'll have way more energy, and you guys will have to listen to me be way more crazy. It did rain today, and all my windows were open today. All day. However, the other thing is, while I did let my house air out, at this point now, it's not raining anymore, and all it is humid. Oh, I have screens on all my windows. Can't get out. No matter how hard she tries. Alright, chat. Charmander already knows this. But I need you to all give me your power. Give me your strength. Like Goku got when he did the spirit bomb to destroy Boo. And give me your power. Because tomorrow I have a chance. I don't need to use this. This is not one. No, wait, I do need to use this word. I got one of the emails from PlayStation that was like, hey, you get this private link that lets you and the other select people we've picked have a straight up free chance to get into and buy a PlayStation 5. And I was like, hell yes. I can't wait. I set an alarm. I've got it in my calendar. It's going to go off 10 minutes prior, and I'm going to sit there, and the second it clicks over, I'm going to click on that link, and I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to acquire said PlayStation 5. So I need you to all give me your power and your strength, and bless me so that I may achieve my goal of buying that. And I'm not going to play it, chat, alright? I'm not going to play it. I'm not even going to open the box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures of myself holding it with my receipt for the regular retail price of a PlayStation 5, right? Going to be there. I'm going to be like, hey, look at this. Because I'm going to do the disc edition, so it's going to be $500, right? And I'm going to send that picture to every single person I can find on the internet who is a scalper. And it's just going to say, fuck you, asshole, I win on it. And that's all I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to send thousands and thousands of those to scalpers across the world just being a dick to them. Because they deserve every ounce of asshole shoved into their face that they can possibly get. So I need your power, or else my dream won't come true, chat. See? See, this is what happens when you don't help me, chat. This is what happens when you don't give me your power. I died in one hit from a Titanite demon. They're not into it. The thing is they might try to say to people, they might be like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I don't care that people hate me, all right? Whatever, I'm doing my... No, they care, all right? Scalpers are not internet trolls, okay? That's the That's where we have to understand the difference there, okay? They're not trolls. They are scalpers. And they do, in fact, care about their personal image. That's why they hide all that shit in their homes. They don't tell people about it, okay? If we had more people who knew of scalpers go out in the world and be like, dude, don't hang out with Todd. He's one of those scalping assholes. And if every time Todd walked out into the street to pick up his mail, everybody would just look at him and yell at him, call him an asshole and stuff, and shame him, Todd would probably give up. Todd would hate his life and he would stop what he's doing. Scalpers care. They can't hide. They do care. Dude, gotta bring Todd down. But anyway, that's the thing, is they're not internet trolls, because internet trolls would buy 5 PlayStations and not try to sell them. They would just own them and be like, they'd be like, I own 5 PlayStations, they're all plugged in, and they all have one single game on them. Like, this is my Minecraft PlayStation. This is my COD PlayStation. This is my Fortnite PlayStation. That's what internet trolls would do. Scalpers want to make money. Scalpers want to make profit off of what they've done. They are actual people, and they can be shamed. And that's the important thing. And they will feel it. And so every time they see somebody that buys a PlayStation at retail price, that hurts them deeply. And every time it gets out that one of them is a cheating shithole scalper, that hurts them. It does. And also, there is a news article when this early on last year, somebody actually interviewed a group of scalpers who were like run it like a business. They're like 5 dudes who all run bots and shit. And somebody interviewed them. Somebody interviewed the person, and they're like, then they were talking about how they don't like that people that they have this bad image now from what they do. Oh, they care. They're also morons, in case you're wondering, because if you actually read that article, I'll have to figure out where it's from, but yeah, if you read the article about it, it should be pretty easy to find. The person that they talk to, they give almost any possible excuse, any possible reason that what they're doing is not bad at all, except, and they will, and they just never actually accept at all that morally what they're doing is deplorable. They're just like, it can't be bad because the law doesn't stop me from doing it. Like, it can't be bad because the retailers didn't stop me from doing it. They almost say it like the stories you hear about, old Bible stories where like a man said, I had to rape her because like she was being sexual to me. Like, it's not my fault. It was always something else. They suck. And I will always say they suck. People are dicks. And frankly, I think we should push to have the law that protects scalping for like concerts and things. That should be extended to include just scalping generally. It's kind of fucking up the whole thing, you know. I can't imagine it would be that hard to do, considering we have a law that prevents scalping of this specific thing. Just expand it to cover all these other things. Because PlayStation, it is not worth $1,000. Not even a little bit. Don't tell me not to bring down honorable scalpers. They deserve what they get. Oh, they're lucky I'm not more famous. Ow! Isn't this one of the daughters? Isn't this the one daughter you're supposed to find in the in Blighttown? I think it is. Sorry. Unless you're just some generic pyromancer. Yeah. History killer. That's what I'm doing now. You know who needs a better rap? All right? You know who doesn't get the what group of people don't get the respect they deserve is necromancers. All right? They work hard. They work diligently day and night to bring back the dead. And everybody gets mad. They don't ever give them a chance, you know? They do the thing, so I know where I can and cannot step. Now I'm going this way. Okay. Chat, I will die at least once to this thing. I can almost guarantee it. And that's only because I will fall in the hole. I almost every time. This boss is why I can't do a no-death run. Chat, this is it. Because I fall in the hole. And most of the time it's because I mess up the jump. It's the jump to actually reach the actual boss. A few times I'll get punted in by the big sweepy hand, but most of the time it's just me falling in the hole like an idiot. Ow! Hold on, let me refresh because that wasn't fair. Fireball! Oh, son of a... Ah! Damn it! How are you hitting me? You're a tree. Okay, I'm going back. Can I hit this hand? I never noticed this hand before. Oh, I heard it. Interesting. Weird. I'm stuck on a root. Stuck on a goddamn root vegetable. Ah! Alright, do the thing. Oh! Oh, good, I got stuck on a tree. Ha ha! Oh! There we go. There it is. Down you go! See? It's not even a real fight. It's not cool. Not fun. It's not funny. It's not interesting. You're not big. You're not clever. You're just a tree. Alright? Worked far too long. Be stopped here, chat. I am far too powerful. You know what I was thinking about before I started the stream was that I will say that I do not know, okay? But if I were to guess, I would say that generally I think based on the Harry Potter books that J.K. Rowling did not have many positive, influential male role models in her life. That was my thought of the day. I was thinking about it, and you go, well, think about all the parent-like figures that Harry Potter has ever had. Why is this guy back? So obviously, the Dursleys are just horrendous, right? Harry Potter's own dad, you only hear from people that actually knew him that he was a good person. Really, the only real times you see him, you learn about him as a person, is when Harry's learning about how much of a dick he was in school. That doesn't count. His dad sucks. And then Sirius is the only person who really was ever a father figure to Harry. But she kills him off so fast that it seems as if it seems as if she did it to avoid having to try and create a father figure for Harry. Lupin is somewhat better. But even Lupin is plagued by darkness, all right? And he can't give Harry Potter the real... Lupin isn't so much a father figure as he is just a very good, attentive teacher. So he doesn't really count. Arthur Weasley treats Harry like a friend, not like a son. Snape is deeply committed to Harry Potter, yet is a horrendous person. Personally, he is terrible. For effectively no reason, too. That's the other thing, is he doesn't actually have to be a dick. He just is a dick. Oh, for the love... Oh, come on! Let's see. Hagrid? No. Hagrid's not a father figure to Harry. Hagrid's an idiot. As much as we all love him, he's an idiot. And then you're sitting there and you're going, but Anthony, obviously, Dumbledore. Dumbledore was the father figure Harry never had. And you would only say that because you haven't paid attention. You weren't listening in class, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you got an F on your term paper. Because you weren't paying attention. Dumbledore is a horrible, horrible, horrible person. As much good as he tries to do, he does an equal, if not more so, part bad. He is either directly or indirectly responsible for every bad thing that happens to Harry. He is deceitful. He is manipulative. He's arrogant. Prideful. He is a horrible mentor. In fact, it's very simple to argue that he potentially has... Actually, it's not even potentially. We already know that he does have quite questionable morals. At one point, he wanted to subjugate all Muggles. He insists on running what can only be described as the worst HR department in the history of anything. He allows so much bias, so much bullshit, evil, horrible, racist, disgustingly classist things to occur under his watch at that school. It's impressive that he was ever allowed to run it, let alone teach at that place. Like, as the books go on, what is the first time? It might be the third one. It's either the second or the third one, I think, is the first time you hear the phrase mudblood. Which they try to blow it off, but it's legitimately like it's supposed to be taken in such a strong, horrendous way. It's the wizarding equivalent of, like, legitimate racial slurs that we have in our world. Like, specifically in the United States. It's like the N-word equivalent in Harry Potter. It's a horrible thing to do. Yet, people just say it all the time. Nobody gets punished for it. Never. His teachers are so... Like, there is only... In fact, the two most prominent teachers in the whole story, which is I would say is Snape and Professor McGonagall. They are both like the most prominent, but also at the same time the most biased teachers in the entire school. On both ends of it. And then Dumbledore himself is obviously biased to the Gryffindors. It's ridiculous. He's terrible. So yeah. Also, I'm trying to remember what's his name. There's one of the side characters, one of the kids that lives in the dorm with Harry. Oh, dude, look at... Did you see how sickly I dodged that? That was bad. Son of a bitch! Anyway. There is one of the kids in Harry's dorm room. Yeah, I think it's Dean or Seamus. I think it's Dean. But he's basically the, one of the 3 black people in the entire series of the books. But even, like, oh my holy god. I pointed this out to my sister a while ago, and she thought it was ridiculous. I was like, I only noticed it a little while ago. He is a black child who has been raised by his mother because his father abandoned them when he was a baby. Like, are you shitting me, J.K. Rowling? You went with that? That's you shot that far into the dark with this guy's backstory? Ridiculous. Yeah, I honestly think that J.K. Rowling has never had very good male role models in her life, and she presents certain prominent male figures in ways that she thinks maybe they should have acted, but that she doesn't actually know. But yeah, I was thinking about that because I was having a thought with myself, because one of my biggest complaints with the book is that Harry Potter is never allowed to have a real father figure, and that the only one he nearly gets dies for many, many dumb reasons. The most idiotic of them being that Harry Potter himself is a moron. And so I was starting to think about that. And so I started thinking about all the characters who may be considered somewhat of a father figure to Harry. And I realized that he just doesn't have any. That damn near every male figure that is older than him, more responsible than him, more knowledgeable than him, is actually a pile of trash. Especially the ones who are not supposed to be that way. Like Lupin, you'd think he'd be a pretty solid dude, even despite his problems, but he tries to run away from his wife when he finds out that she's pregnant. Like, pretty jerk move, you know? Just do the thing, please. Tired of playing this game with you. Thank you. Alright. Oh! Alright. The second one goes, and I'm midway through, and oh, and I didn't look down, and I fell off. It's alright, he probably would have gotten me anyway. Thing's a bitch. But yeah, that was my thought for the day. Just, just doing some thinking on my own. You know how it is. We all have those moments where we just gotta do some thinking. I do like poking holes in the logic of a lot of Harry Potter stuff. Also, the governmental system in Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic, is god-awful. Excuse me. How they organize anything in there is baffling. They make it seem like this big, huge event that the Death Eaters were able to take over the government. Really not. It could not have been hard. It cannot have been difficult, considering how jacked up and idiotic they are. The biggest, and then on top, really, the biggest loophole in Harry Potter is the ability to remove, store, and rewatch memories in perfect clarity. That's the biggest plot hole in all of Harry Potter. Especially starting with the fourth book. At the end of the fourth book into the fifth book. Where they absolutely refuse to believe what Harry saw at the end of the fourth book, when in reality they could have pulled the memory from his head, put it into a giant pensieve, and all watched it and been like, well, holy shit. But I guess I know that even then, if you said, like, if she actually wrote that into the book, she would have said, like, she would have been like, well, it's not legally allowed to do that. Not that we haven't been legally dubious this last whole year. Or they would have been like, Harry Potter must know how to manipulate his memories. And be like, the only other person we've seen try to do that was Horace Slughorn. And he did a god-awful job of it. Oh, claw yourself back to hell. Yeah, the power to turn back time. That was given to, what, a 13-year-old girl? Oh, fudge. Yeah, seriously, though. I keep trying. Power to turn back time is ridiculous. Could have saved myself if I just turned back time. Yeah, that time I actually made it, but I didn't double check that the route is kind of a right-leaning route. Kind of a side route. So you gotta jump to the side a little bit. Generally, frankly, I'm surprised I didn't get swatted out of the air. That's usually how I go. It's a mid-jump and I get smacked by the hand. But yeah. We would listen to it at work, just all the time. We haven't in a while because we've been on a true crime kick, murder mysteries and stuff. But we would listen to it constantly, and you just learn. You just start poking your head into these little. Are you fucking with me right now, biscuit butt? Get out of my house! You're supposed to be dead. Asshole. But yeah. There's so many little things. And to be fair, like, nobody's gonna be perfect like that, right? She wrote 7 massive books, creating a whole new world, and nobody's gonna be perfect like that. But there are just some glaring ones. And in my opinion, the memory thing is just the most blatant, massive hole in the entire story. Is there's so many issues in the book that could have been solved by utilizing that skill. Just saying, well, let's just see what Harry saw. Let's just pull it out of his brain and see what happened. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, aside from maybe like privacy, but then if it's a criminal investigation of some kind, you can suspend that stuff. Like, we can do that here. Some police go off and get a warrant when there's probable cause that you might have done something illegal, and keep evidence of that illegal activity in your home. Your right to privacy gets suspended in the face of that warrant in the pursuit of administering, criminal justice. So I don't see why it couldn't have been done back then. Shit, at any point. Just even with the Buckbeak thing, where they're like, well, what happened to Malfoy? Was Buckbeak a real evil thing? Yeah, the whole mirror thing, the in the 5th book, that's the reason that Sirius dies, and that's the reason why Harry Potter is the most idiotic idiot. Oh no, you're talking about Black Mirror the show. Oh. But no, seriously, if it's a criminal thing, don't you believe that if we had the technology to do that, that's how it would be done? Is say nobody is allowed to use this technology on you outside of a criminal investigation where there is a warrant signed by a federal judge to analyze your memory of an event to get actual visual proof of what happened in like a murder case. Because we totally would. Yeah, we would. People would totally sign up for that. Are you shitting me? Well, yeah, somebody would abuse it. Like, it's not like anything's ever not been abused, all right? One of the great ancestors of Genghis Khan used bodies infected with the Black Plague to progress his war effort. Like, everything that's ever been invented ever basically gets abused at some point. Here it comes. Hand. Oh my god. It didn't hit me. I'm surprised. I'm not saying it would not be abused. All right? There wouldn't be some like crazy cyber criminal bullshit, right? But if the justice system had the ability to do that, if they were presented with that and said, like, listen, we could do this, they would be all over it. Frankly, it probably wouldn't even have to go through any type of census with the common public. They just railroad that shit through Congress faster than a train doing something that a train would do that would be really fast. I lost the analogy. Faster than a bullet train that's late for work in Japan. That's how fast it would be. It'd be really fast. But yeah, to me, that's the biggest thing. And seeing as there's basically no repercussions for it, like, it doesn't harm anybody. It doesn't seem overly difficult to extrude the memories at all. Like Snape does it when he's dying. He's literally been mauled near to death by a giant snake, and he cries it out of his face. I think it'd be pretty simple to collect memories from a couple of kids and be like, well, and then go and look at it and be like, well, Malfoy, it shows here that Hagrid did in fact teach you the appropriate way to approach these things. do you mean, like on him? Why would he? Also, there was no real antidote for the basilisk venom. Remember? Like, they had to do some crazy nonsense to get Arthur Weasley back from that thing. There's no way. There is no way just getting the shit bit out of you 55 times was gonna matter at all. On the south side, like, why would you think they'd do that, really? Considering the guy they're dealing with, the man who knows like 5 spells, 2 of which are Avada Kedavra, just in different languages. How do you really plan for that, though? At what angle are you going to plan for that? Are you going to go the snake angle? Are you going to go the the invincible killing curse angle? Are you going to go with the poison angle? Are you going to go with the killed by a bunch of rabid assholes angle? There's no way you can cover all the things. You just have to live your life as though you're about to die constantly. There's no getting around that. This is while I'm here, I'll just repair all this crap that I've got sitting in here. Guys, I'm not mad at Snape. Snape's the best character in the entire series. Although Snape is an incredibly rude, arrogant ass. Well, probably not arrogant, I wouldn't say that. He's just an incredibly rude person. An unlikable dick. He is the best character in the entire book. Arguably, he goes through more than Harry Potter does at all.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
You want to talk with moving your mouth next time instead of mid-yawn? Because that's kind of weird.
I am... Is it? Very well, then.
I know I can just jump in the hole, but why would I deprive you from seeing this unbelievably disturbing cutscene? I'm gonna get a sippy. Speaking of Voldemort, at least he's a fairly consistent guy. You know? He doesn't ever twist your dick in a way that you don't expect, you know? Plans are often quite convoluted and stupid, but he is a consistent guy. Have we got anything to do here? No. Is this the Bindolin that we expect to go in? All right. Corey, I'm contemplating Making another set of merch. Excuse me. Well, I just kind of need to, just to feature some Ben stuff, because he's gonna be the guy. He's gonna be all of my emotes is gonna be Ben Dippler related. Once Garbeach once Garbeach finishes up with him, that's what we're gonna have. I was thinking about doing a Ben Dippler, but what if Boulder t-shirt or something like that. How about Boulder? Why not Boulder? How would you word it? What is your preferred Boulder related wording? Hold on, I gotta get my skills down. Nailed it. That's what I'm thinking t-shirt wise, is having like Ben Dippler being chased by a boulder. Oh, thanks. That's my third Black Knight sword. Impressive. Just gotta get my parrying skills up to snuff here before I go in and kick Gwyn's shit in. Hey, bud. You need to come down here with that big old honking thing you got there. Nailed it. Right in the penis. Nailed it. In the other testicle. The greatsword. Yeah, there it is. I don't know I don't think the merch store that I'm attached to through Streamlabs does dice. So I'd have to do that, I guess, elsewhere if I wanted to do that. Where's that greatsword? Where you put that? I wanted to look at it. Oh, it's right there. Does all Black Knight stuff start at 220? Is that their whole deal? Oh, that's 229. I think we're probably pretty close to going... No, I could. I mean, I could just go pop a bunch of souls, buy a bunch of Twinkling Titanite, and upgrade that greatsword to get that where I wanted to be. Hold on, I have to look. I have to see. No. So close, yet so far away. Woof. Ricky Dicky. I just want to, because I feel like the Boulder thing just stuck with me so well. Just what about Boulder? Have you considered Boulder? Welcome to Boulder's Gate. I have considered Boulder often. I am almost on a daily basis I consider Boulder. Oh my god. Finally be the champion I was meant to be. Have you considered Boulder? Have ever Boulder? Have you Boulder? Could you Boulder? When was Boulder? When would Boulder? What is Boulder? What is Boulder? No, I like the brass. I don't think Black Bin has the same type of brass bin type of flair to it, you know? Ow. Maybe this guy's not the best dude to try to parry when he does some type of Superman jump like that, you know? You considered that? Have you considered not Superman jump? Light Titanite jump. Consider Boulder. You know what the best thing about Dark Souls 3 compared to Dark Souls 1 is that there's the simplification of crafting materials. of having like 5 different colors of chunks of thing. You just everything runs off the same kind of generalized situation. Like, see, blue Titanite chunk. Thanks, cool. What am I gonna do with that? Upgrade some type of magic-based bullshit? No, get out of my house. Gwyn! Time to meet the Bindolin. Oh, I've had the halberd for a while. Gwyn! I am the Bin. I am the Bindolin. There it is. My timing was off a smidge. My timing was off a smidge. There's another one. No. I don't think you understand the brass bin balls. The brass bin balls. His thing is that he does in fact hit like an absolute truck. Ah! Oh! Oh. No, that might be the most depressing thing that I've done in this entire game right now. Quite possibly the saddest thing that I have seen all day. The death of Bindolin at the hands of Gwyn. The zombie god. The Lord of Fire reduced to a husk. He's really not that hard. I've never found Gwyn to be that difficult. As I said, his main feature is that if you get hit, he hits like a truck. Oh my god, Bin. Ben has just the response time of a blind squirrel, right? Like, if you knock Ben down, he will take his sweet ass time getting back up. I don't feel like I've ever had to deal with that in the past, but it's here now. Excuse me. I should probably not burp into the mic. I mean, I try to mute the mic for sneezes, so I should probably do that for burps. Probably be a good idea. That'd be like a solid plan, you know? If all goes correctly tomorrow, I will be spending over $1,000 tomorrow. Some 500 something dollars on a dinky PlayStation, and some $500 on my transfer case. Godspeed, I will be happy to have the Cherokee back together as a whole unit. And then I'm gonna park it on the side of the street, and then that asshole who is dating my neighbor's daughter, who parks on my side of the street instead of their side of the street, will have to park somewhere the fuck else. Because my big-ass Jeep, which is way cooler than his dumbass Yukon or whatever that suburbanite thing is, I get so intimidated, and also the space. Transfer case is a mechanical piece of equipment that does effectively what its name is. And the thing it's transferring is power. So it's taking the power from the transmission, and it's distributing it to either the front, the rear, or both axles. And that's what it does. Please don't say that near me. I'm gonna have to, you know what? Dear God. That's what you get, dude. I don't need your filth, okay? I don't need your squalor in my chat room. Even if you are the only one in there, all right? I'll wait till you're alive again. I'll just hang out for a bit. I want to... Listen, man, even if you're the only one in the church, Jesus can still hear you swear. He still knows when you crack open a soda that's got caffeine in it. To be honest, that's my favorite weird thing about Mormonism. Is the no caffeine rule. It's just so weird. Such a strange rule. What in the hell, man? How dare you drink coffee? Coffee is of the devil. Coffee is made out of the devil's diarrhea. Didn't you know that? Decaf? That's a lie. Decaf is a government conspiracy designed to make you feel like you're a better person when you're really not. Oop, too soon. Oh, that was his hand. And okay. I'm in the wrong zone. Oops, too soon. That whole time I was expecting his quick flurry. His quick 1, 2, 3. And he just didn't do it. He just didn't fucking do it. What a dick. How dare you do something that I'm not expecting? Chat, I could totally take him out, okay? Don't even pretend, alright? I've done it plenty of times. But as soon as I finish this stream, that's it, you know? And we've only been going for an hour. You imagine if I ship onto my YouTube channel, you know, the place where I show my true professional self. An hour-long stream of me fighting a burning tree. Alright? They'd laugh me out of town. What they do. They'd shame me. They'd criticize me. They'd bastardize me. And they'd run me into the woods. Where I would die. Slowly. Painfully. And with many regrets. I've been toying with the idea of getting the Streamlabs Prime or Pro or whatever the hell I have one version of it. I think I have the Pro version of it. I don't even know if that even... It doesn't even seem like it actually exists anymore, but whatever. I've been toying with the idea of getting that thing so that I could dual stream. So that I can stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Potentially grow my viewership just a smidge. Just a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure there's definitely people who watch my stuff on YouTube that do not watch me stream live. And I think it's probably because they just don't have a Twitch account, or they don't care much for Twitch. So I think it would be beneficial to do that at some point. Give it a go, you know? Give it a shimmy. Give it a shimmy sham. And after this, we gotta... You know, I'm not gonna... Nope. Oh, man, that didn't even go in his butt. That went straight in between his groin into the back of his testicles. That was a bad one, dude. I thought you were better than that, Ben. I thought you were better than that. Like, see, that's definitely not going in his ass. I am bypassing his butthole in order to shove my sword directly into his actual reproductive system. Okay? It's going straight up in there. That is carving a deep well through the backside of the urethra. That's not pretty. Yeah, that was different. Yeah, good look at your face there, Gwyn. Ow! There it is. Wow, look at that. He's like a creepy horror Santa. You feel me? What the fudge packer was that? My timing was so off. Ah, he swings very fast. Maybe I should be more considerate of that, is say, if I miss the first one, just dodge. Trying to think. No, Seath, we've beaten one. I'm thinking, let's see, Fire Sage, Stray Demon, Gwyn, Bed of Chaos. I want to say that those are the only ones that we didn't beat first time. Somebody. No, nobody will. Why? I shouldn't say somebody will. Nobody cares that much. Dude, I have so many Black Knight swords right now. You imagine. Look at the skill. Look at the precision. Look at the bin. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's not many. It's not many. Oh, we did have to do Ornstein and Smough, I think, 3 times? I think? Many. So 5. I think 5 bosses we did not one-shot. To Oblivion, actually, if you're wondering. This is the midline for Bin. This has been Dipler's story, all right? This is a cohesive, single story. And the next place it goes is to Oblivion. Which the mod is working. It's ready to go. It's definitely harder than the base game, so that's great. Wonderful. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Are you not familiar with who Ben Dipler is? Do I need to slap you around? Bitch by bitch. Left, right. I did a playthrough of Morrowind, in which I created a character who was a wood elf named Ben Dipler. And after succeeding in Morrowind, Ben Dipler crossed a wizard the wrong way by trying to steal his soul, and the wizard banished him to a cell in another realm. And it just so happens that that realm was Lordran. And now Ben Dipler tries to return so that he can continue his journey to Oblivion. And not to Oblivion, to Cyrodiil. And from Cyrodiil make his way to wherever the hell the Bosmer actually live. Because I don't know where it is. In between Oblivion and Skyrim, I might do one of the other Dark Souls. I may do another one. I don't know if it'll be 2. 2 is just so... Like, I have such a hard time nailing down the general world of Dark Souls 2. It's so wonky. It doesn't feel as though it's a cohesive unit. It is a complete unit, but it feels like somebody nailed it together rather than used a high epoxy glue or something like that. I don't personally really have problems with 2. I understand why people have problems with 2. The reason I don't overly have issues with it is because I don't view it as necessarily Dark Souls 2. Because if you try to view that as a sequel to Dark Souls, it does not make sense. It makes no sense. So you should view 2 as like a completely different thing that's part of the Soulsborne series. But really, Dark Souls, because Dark Souls goes into Dark Souls 3. Neither of them go into Dark Souls 2. It is an offshoot. It is a rando. It is a banana peel on the road to success. It is weird. Is my whole thing. It's just the map layout, the way it's laid out is weird. The way it operates is weird. The story is weird. It's just weird. And also, I need to pee, so I'm going to mute you. You know what's here? You can read the bin lore. All right, I'm back. Okay. As far as the 2 of them go in relation to the Bin Dipler saga that I'm creating, I have laid out generally how I expect Bin Dipler to behave across. So there was the way he is in Morrowind. I have his kind of class base picked out for Oblivion, which is reflected slightly in the way I've played this character in Dark Souls. It's to generate a reason why Ben Dipler would go from being a cowardly archer to what he's going to be in Oblivion, and the transition is going to be reflected in the sub adventure of Dark Souls. So, and I have that planned out for Skyrim as well. I know the class that Ben Dipler is going to be in Skyrim, and it is going to be different than Oblivion. He's going to be different through all of them. So, with that in mind, it is much more likely that I play Dark Souls 3 than I do Dark Souls 2, based on what I plan for Ben Dipler for that. Is I fancy? Dude, I don't even know what the hell you're trying to say to me right now. All right. A is not a good way to start a sentence. B, I is not capitalized. And C, fancy pants, question mark. No, you're not. I don't think I've ever seen you be fancy ever. That was dumb. I got stun locked way too long out of that first hit. I was kind of annoyed by that, really. Ah. Come on, there it is. Oh, it's my class fancy pants. Oh, dude. Bin was so fancy in Morrowind. You not see his robe? His robe of flight that he wore almost the entire game after he found it. I could probably do more fancy pants out of Dark Souls 2. We can do some fancy bin. Listen here, Gwyn. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable, but it's done. So, well, what is it? Is it the end, my boy? You hollowed out fascist. You character of the end times. Oh, you expect me to light your bonfire, do you? Bin has better ideas. Bin chooses a different path. A more powerful path. A path of greatness. A path of the champion. Bin Dippler. Brass Bindolin. Chooses the warrior's path. Well,
bless thy safe return. Let Karth and Framt serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
woo! Woot woot biscuits! In case you're wondering, that is the correct ending. Suck it. Bindolin. The High Lord Bindolin. The true dark. The true dark. You know what they should do is they should put Dark Souls 2 on the Switch. I'd probably play it a lot more if it was on the Switch. Like, honestly, Dark Souls on the Switch looks about the same quality as Dark Souls 2 does generally. So, I think it can run it. I think that's what they should do. Is just take the whatchamacallit, the Scholar of the First Sin edition, because that's really the only one you can really find, I guess, and just chunk it on there. I'd play it on there. I'd get it. Just if it's a long thing that seems more arduous than normal, I prefer to do it in a horizontal position. That's why I love my Switch. Is I can take these long haul RPGs and I can play them not having to sit down. I can play them laying down. And it's so much better. Like, I'm playing Final Fantasy X on the Switch. And first off, there is more cheese in that game than a cheese factory. All right. Like, you know how we have the cheese factory down on the other end of town? All right? That place has nothing. Nothing on Final Fantasy VII. There is oh so much cheese in Final Fantasy VII. There's Gouda. There's Parmesan. There's cheddar. There's pepper jack. There's string. There's squeaky. Even that. It could be... I'm enjoying it enough to keep playing it, but oh my god, it can be such bullshit. Right now I'm stuck at the third fight, I think, that you have to do with Maester Seymour, the main baddie. And I have a technique. I ground for, oh my god, like hours to get, because the strategy I looked up involves the move Heistaga, which, you know, ups the speed of all your characters. And I needed to get Yuna to have that, and she was nowhere near. Dude, the level up system of Final Fantasy X is a fucking joke. Okay? If you've ever played Path of Exile and you've seen the skill tree of that, it's like that, except way worse. Well, I hate that I don't get why I can't just say, you know, oh, I need 2 level up points to get more stamina. I need 2 level up points to get more strength. Because what it does is it kind of screws you over in the way. I don't know if I've leveled up correctly. I have no clue. I don't think I have at all. Because apparently people were putting haste and shit on Yuna, and I had to move like 30 freaking spaces to get back to where I could even start the path to get to that skill. It's ridiculous. Also, all of my summons are trash. All of my summons are trash. But
yes, indeed.
The dark side
Also,
brands
Lulu is
the
terrible.
undead.
My Lulu is garbage. What I did,
And in
though,
this land,
is my Lulu does have the
undead
full
are corralled
black
and
magic
left
thing,
to
so she's got the Aga versions of them, the tier 3. Once I got her there,
where
after
they
I
are
got
locked
Yuna to where I
away.
wanted her to be with her haste
await
shit,
the end
I used
of
a
the
friend orb to send her back to Lulu and gave her all of those black magic skills, and she does so much more damage with them. She freaking wrecks house.
Is your fate.
Because her magic is so much more powerful than Lulu's. Been rough. Titus is garbage. Yeah, she's insane. So yeah, I just jumped her over there and gave her the most powerful magics, the tier 3 magic skills. Titus sucks. Apparently, again, I've done it wrong because my Titus is trash. My Titus is absolute trash. He doesn't hit nearly hard enough to be worth sending him out, and he gets smacked down like such a biatch. Is that what I'm supposed to level up on Titus? Is speed? He's supposed to be a speedy boy? Hold on. And there it is! Right when I said there it is, I had been live for 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 45 seconds. Alright, hold on. Need to, Oh, I don't have anything. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the canonical ending to Ben Dippler. Alright? depending on how things went, I was going to make my way back to this cell and sit down in it. But this is it. This is it. Ben Dippler has achieved the greatest thing he could have done in this world. And now he waits to see if his curse is reversed. See if he will be returned back to the world of the Elder Scroll, so that he can find his way back to Cyrodiil, back to his true path, back to the path of the Bindolin. Behold. Hanji, ay, 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 bo. Hanji, ay, 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 bo. Hanji, ay, 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 ay. Hanji, ay, 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 boom, boom. Hanji, ay, ay, boom, boom. He's cast the spell. Now it is time to wait. Now we must see it will gain fruit. Now, the true Lord, the Dark Sun, heir to the flame, the true Dark Bindolin, will await his next step upon the gateway to destiny. But seriously, that is actually it. That's going to be it. I'm not planning on doing the DLC, not doing anything that like that. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, something foul is spreading across the sky. For those of you who have ever played The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, why I have picked this as the canonical ending will make sense to you in some way if you think back to the actual beginning of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It will make perfect sense. However, this is going to be a short stream. I am just going to call it here. All right? Nothing fancy. Tomorrow, the plan is to finish Dead Space 3 with Onatogen. Should be a great time. The day after that, unless something changes, I am expecting to begin playing The Elder Scrolls Oblivion and continuing the story of Ben Dippler, the Wood Elf. So that is the schedule as we go forward. After that, odds are there will be a lot of Ben Dippler, because I am actually pretty shy on side projects to run right now, besides the main Ben Dippler deal. I did start playing Lords of the Fallen, but I mean, it's Lords of the Fallen. If I play it, I'll play it. If I don't, I'm not. I'm not gonna cut things out of my life to play Lords of the Fallen, alright? If I luck out tomorrow, sometime, probably a week or something, following tomorrow, I will have a PlayStation 5. With it, I will have Demon Souls. We will play Demon Souls. I don't think it will be a Ben Dippler Demon Souls. It will just be a standalone thing. But I am desperately hoping I can get this thing and I can play Demon Souls because I'm super excited for that game. In addition to Demon Souls, on the 20th is the release of the PlayStation 5 Director's Cut version of, what is it? Something of Tsushima? Is it Shadows of Tsushima? I don't know, something. Whatever. It's that game. Ghost. I couldn't remember why. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm going to be getting that game as well because I'm very much interested in playing that. It looks really cool. The reason I haven't played it yet is because, oh my holy god, if you knew what my PlayStation 4 had been through in its lifetime, you'd be like, dude, put that thing down like a horse with a broken leg. And also, I don't know when it's coming out. I have not checked. I believe it's this year, but the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. I believe it's Horizon Forbidden West, something along those lines. That's going to be another one that I'm looking forward to playing. I'm not interested in Spider-Man. Don't ask me to play that. I would have gotten it if I had gotten the PlayStation through Sam's Club, because the only PlayStation they sell is a bundle that comes with Spider-Man. So, but that's kind of the schedule going forward. So tomorrow, Dead Space 3. Day after that, wait, so it's today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So Thursday, Dead Space 3. Friday, beginning of Oblivion, potentially. Unless me and Ashlyn find a different co-op game that we can play. We'd very much be happy to... I'd be very much happy to play more multiplayer stuff with her. What are you even... Why are you playing Final Fantasy 14? Get out of here. Are you streaming it, or just Discord streaming it? Just to me for a sec? What do I know? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 14. Why would I watch that? What the hell are you doing?
Do you see why I'm confused?
Confused about what? What are you doing? What the hell's happening here? Some type of backwards ass ritual. Summoning the Dark Lord Cthulhu. I think there's a baby. I think I see babies. What the hell? I'm getting the hell out of here before the cops show up. Anyway. All right. But yeah, that's what we're looking forward to, guys. Also, any co-op games that aren't like just straight up multiplayer games. I'm looking co-op campaign-esque games that anybody has suggestions for that Onatigan and myself can play. I would be really interested in hearing what you guys get, because we're gonna have some more stuff that I'm gonna want to play with her. So it'll be a good time. Anyway, so thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. Commander Charmander, always a pleasure. I hope you're doing good. I hope the channel is going good. I have not been around to look and see how things have been going, so I hope it is going well. I do have a link to it here on on my Twitch for people to jump over to it. For those who are wondering, it is the button that has the scarecrow that says "Feck off, crows," because that's an amazing sticker. Besides that, stay safe. Stay healthy. Just get through the week. It's just another week. Thank you all for coming out. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much. Goodbye.